So, welcome everybody. Today we have a wonderful question on meditation, and I think it comes across many people's minds. And the question is it enough that I only practice meditation for relaxation? Or should I be enhancing my practice in some other way? So, I'm going to ask Janita to help us answer this.
Oh, that's a wonderful question because many people think meditation is only about relaxation. But in actual fact, with the practice that we've been following with Raj Yoga, we've come to understand that not only do you achieve relaxation, but you are able to gain a lot more than just relaxation because you can have a change in perspective to life. You become stress free. You are able to cope with the situations that come in front of you and handle them much better and respond in a more quick way than you would before, as opposed to just having the benefit of relaxation. So, meditation is not only about relaxation. Yes, you do achieve that, but there's a bonus to it. And that bonus is being able to deal with life situation. But how does that happen? Does it happen by you just sitting and listening to that quiet music and, you zone out and, that's it? No. So this is where the knowledge that has been taught in Raj Yoga meditation comes in. And as you work on it, as you sort of churn, let's just take, for example, the value of peace. And you say, well, what does peace mean to me? And you really dissect that word and feel it and experience it. Then you become an embodiment of it. Then you've actually gone from just relaxing into a state of peace, into being peace. So this is where the enhancement part comes in, that you don't just, relax, but you go into the depth and experience of anything that you want to. You create a sort of aim and objective, and then you work towards it and become an embodiment of it.
Relaxation is definitely, as you said, Janita, it's a natural sort of side effect of meditation. You would say it's definitely something that will happen automatically, but taking it that second level, the level up, you're actually then causing a more permanent change, not something that is temporary, that only when you meditate you're going to be relaxed. No, but you will be relaxed in any situation that comes up in front of you. You are able to even give others the experience with just your presence of relaxation, and they will find that you'll have a more calmer effect on them, and they would want you to be around them because of that inner change that has occurred through meditation. So I definitely agree, taking it a level up, making those changes more permanent within the self, that is what we call the achievement in meditation. And that is the main goal and purpose of meditation, is to convert those sort of negative, wasteful thoughts that we have, to make it more of a positive, more spiritually related thought of peace, love, happiness. Develop all these qualities that really sort of make us who we are, because it changes us from looking from outside for these sort of qualities, getting that from a person, getting that for something we buy or what have you. Rather, we have these qualities from within us, so we are able to help ourselves, help everyone around us. And that is the main purpose for meditating.
Yeah, for sure. And, if I can just add there, is that what I found that some people also, I think it goes with this question nicely, because when someone wants to meditate and then they start and then they really feel that state of relaxation, like they feel they've zoned out, they think that they've achieved something. And they think, yeah, my meditation was so amazing. It was so wonderful. It just could be that you could have had such a long, tired day. And, when you do sit, you just sort of like wash all that tiredness off, and you feel refreshed, and it's great. Oh, absolutely, it's wonderful to feel that. And if you can keep bringing that feeling, then yes, by all means do so, but don't stop there. And this is where many people just stop. They think, okay, now I'm refreshed, and they get up and they go back into doing things. Because when you do that, you haven't really transformed or achieved anything in your meditation. All you've done is you've just given yourself a time out. And so just achieving a relaxation stage is just like a timeout, in my opinion. But if you take it further, then you are actually going into your aim, your objective, a sort of a change that you want to bring about, or maybe something that you never really observed of yourself. And now, in that quiet time, when you become more mindful, you become more aware of it. And so, when you go into that phase, now you're actually doing something, you're achieving something that's life transforming.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely know that initially when I started meditating, the experience of, just the vibrational change around me was good enough. And I felt, yeah, empowered. And I thought it was definitely good enough. But then as I sat longer, in my meditation, initially I forced myself a bit to sit a little bit longer because I just wanted to see where this takes me. And that's when you definitely, I agree, you see the change, you start to really develop the values that is required. So when you get to the state of, staying more in that meditation, and then you start to experience the actual change and you look at yourself deeply, how can we take it even further, get more advanced in our meditation?
Yeah. Now that is, I think for me, it's more like you then have to ensure that there's a discipline and consistency in what you do. So when there's discipline and consistency in that, then you actually reach a stage of what we will say nothingness, a stage where you're so calm, so composed, and so collected that nothing can disturb you, shake you, move you. And that's the aim, the stage we want to aim for. It brings me back to one of the basic questions people ask, that is meditation about not thinking. And no, it's not about not thinking or not having thoughts, but this stage that you're talking about, this next level, is definitely experienced when, once you've started going into that life transforming process, you then reach the elevated stage, where we normally look at these elevated beings and think, oh, wow, like the Dalai Lama, and say, wow, they've reached such a high stage. And they've reached the stage, like even Dadi Janki from the Brahma Kumaris, when we see that they've reached the stage, it's because they have become so enlightened. I think that's the right word, enlightened, that they are so content and at their, like, yeah, I think just thorough, absolute contentment, and no expectation, no requirements, nothing. And they're so set in that and so stable that nothing can change them. And that's, I think, for me, the next level after, this life transforming changes that take place.
I agree with that. There was a time where I did get that experience where there was just absolutely bliss in the state of nothingness. We would call it the seed stage almost, where you are at your soul, you're so conscious, but when you are in that consciousness and awareness of who you really are as a spirit, and that's it, and you are in total bliss, happiness, satisfaction, as you said, contentment. And that then as you get up, you don't, want to come into the sound. You don't want to fall into sort of, your daily sort of routines, because then you're concerned that you might forget that state, but you shouldn't be, because you've achieved that at one point. So that means you can't do it again. And the more you practice meditation, you will find that these levels will continue to increase, and you feel more empowered, and that is quite rewarding in itself.
Yeah, I love the way you said bliss, because it is really about, being in that state of total bliss. And, when you are, and we do experience moments of bliss, not necessarily by doing meditation, but we do have these moments of bliss. And at that point, you feel like you're the master of the world. Everything is in your hands, and, that feeling is there. And so when you actually consciously, working towards it through your meditation practice, it's even more, it's like more euphoric, the experience is just unimaginable. And I remember as well going through that seed stage experience, and for sure, you don't even have the consciousness. It's there, but you also beyond that as well. And that's like, it's a state that's just amazing to experience, really very amazing to experience.
Yeah, so we do encourage you to, do your meditation. Yes, the initial practice of relaxation, just to sort of calm your mind down, and then taking it a level up. Look at your qualities, look at positive thinking, understand how you can think positively, grow that after that, take it to the next level by just being in the consciousness of goodness and feeling the vibrational experience that you're having. And it will automatically take you to even levels that you can't imagine, even. So, definitely enjoy that.
Yeah, for sure. And I think on that note, we can go into a quick, short meditation. So as I sit here relaxed, I turn my attention inwards, detaching from the world of sound and matter, withdrawing from all the senses of the body, and bringing my attention to the center of the forehead, the seat of consciousness. As I focus here, I visualize a radiant being of light pulsating, vibrating, love, peace, happiness, and joy. I allow these waves of love and peace to spread all around me and out into the entire world. Maintaining my focus on the radiant light in the center of the forehead. I go deeper and lose myself in this light. I become one with this light. I feel light, weightless, beyond the pull of gravity, and bright, just like the light. I remain in this awareness for a little while longer. Just being the light. Gently, I shift my consciousness back to the center of the forehead as I become aware of the body and all my senses. I return back to the room in which I'm seated.
Om Shanti. Thank you. That was a wonderful experience. Definitely took me to another level, and I'm sure all of you. And bring that experience wherever you go, because meditation is part of what you do daily. And that's what we're trying to do. And by taking this with you, taking that light with you, I'm sure you'll find that you will light up many people's lives. Thank you.
Thank you.